I'm Sherry,
and we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is exactly who we are and what we do. And today we are going to be just chatting, just answering questions. And so if you've got a burning question, now is the time to answer it.
Ask it, and maybe we'll answer it.
Yeah, yes.
We'll try to answer it.
I know it. Okay. It says, I'm trying to make sure we're getting up on YouTube as well because I just got a notification.
So we are live here on Facebook and on YouTube every Friday
go.
at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So welcome everybody. Those of you who are joining us live, we are so glad that you guys are here with us today. Hey Danae, we are just happy that you're joining us.
Yes, we are.
So we are today doing a live Q&A session where you can just pick our brains, ask us questions about wreath making, selling wreaths, DIY things. Anything you want to ask a question about. And if we can answer it for you, we will do that today.
We reserve the right to not answer all questions if it's, you know, something that we don't want anybody to know, but I can't think of anything, so y'all know I'm about an open book. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure that I can see your comments on Facebook here, and then also on YouTube. All right.
And hello everyone on YouTube.
So Kim, welcome. We're glad you're here live with us. If you are watching us live, just type live in the comments wherever you're at and let us know where you're watching this video from. Yes. And then if you comment on the replay, just type replay in the comments. And again, let us know where you're watching our video from.
Yes.
So hey Carrie, hey Tanya. So we are going to talk a little bit. I know Tanya was asking what is seasonal splendor, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're going to give you all the details on that. We're super excited. It's just over 2 weeks away, so we will talk about that in just a few minutes.
Oh, Carrie, that is so sweet. She said this has nothing to do with florals or crafts, but she wants to know where we get our blouses. They are always so stinking cute.
You.
Well, I tell you the truth, this one came from Amazon.
Hey, we like some.
I like Amazon, and it came from Amazon. It really did. But
and this one is from a boutique, but you gave it to me.
I gave it to her, and I think it was oh heck, what is the name? You know, the one that's here in Alabama.
Is it the mint?
Yes, the mint julep. Mint julep. Yes. I'll try to find that, Carrie, because they have got some adorable. Oh, so cute things. Yeah, so I'll find the link and I'll try to remember to do that, to put it in there for you. Because, yes, I love their stuff. I bought several things.
Do you think that it would help if I read the YouTube comments and you read the Facebook since it's a little bit smaller?
It's possible because I have to completely lean over and get my glasses right and everything else. So, yes.
So if we have questions.
Yeah. You want to swap?
No, I don't need
you
to
can
swap.
just swap
I'll just
the
scooch.
things.
How about that?
Okay, that'll work.
All right.
Yeah, that will be a lot better.
All right, but yes. Hey guys.
She knows her mama's eyesight.
I saw you straining there.
Yes, I'm like, what does that say?
Maybe I should read this.
Yeah. Okay,
we can
Carrie,
put
I will
closer
do
if
that.
we need to.
Yes.
I'm sure. So we just got back from vacation. We were not live last Friday for Flower Friday. We had a nice family vacation. So twice a year, we go, all of us, my sister and her family, you know, all of us, we go together. I think it's 11
There's
total.
11 of us, yes.
And we, at Christmas time, we usually stay at a cabin or somewhere. We go somewhere during the Christmas holiday. And then every summer, we go somewhere as well. So we just got back from our family vacation, and
it was so nice and restful. Of course, Amanda and I learned. I'm telling them the lesson.
Gosh.
We learned the lesson. It was not a fun lesson to learn, but we learned it well. So we found out that you know, I like to use essential oils, you know, because I'm the age that I am now, so I have things that don't, you know, like my knees and stuff that kind of hurt sometimes. So I use some essential oils. Don't do it and go out in the sun. Just FYI.
FYI, there are certain ones that are not meant to be out in direct sunlight.
Even after you bathe, because I had bathed and then went out in the sun. And so, yes, it was not pretty.
It was rough. We've been a little quiet around here lately because she and I both have had just,
and she was worse than I was. So a
very, very bad allergic reaction.
Yes, yes.
And so we had to go to
oil,
doctor,
which is wonderful.
And
yeah,
just it's just been a big mess. But we both had a really bad allergic reaction.
Yes.
We're doing well.
Doing fine.
We're getting
now.
better, but that's why we're kind of taking it easy today. We're just doing a Q&A, going to talk to you guys.
Yeah, because we
wanted
found
to
out
be here
the
with
hard
you.
way. Yes. And,
yeah.
You know, turmeric is a wonderful oil for inflammation, or it has been for me. I will never use it again and go outside. I'm just telling you that, just so you know. But
I think with anything like that, we probably were not.
I didn't.
As,
yeah.
You know, we did not educate ourselves on it.
No, we didn't.
We probably should have.
We didn't.
So it was our mistake.
Yep.
Okay, so real quick, I'm going to go back to Tanya's question about what is seasonal splendor. I am going to put the link in the comments. I may have already done that. I'm not sure, but I'll put it again just in case. So we're super excited. Just over 2 weeks away, our seasonal splendor virtual, I can't talk today, virtual wreath workshop is going to be happening on September 3rd and 4th. We have been planning this for several weeks, so we're super just really, really excited about it. It is a online event, so you can do it from the comfort of your home or wherever you're at.
That's right.
We will be making 2 fall designs and 2 Christmas designs. So this is a 2-day event. It will be twice a day on those days on September 3rd and 4th. So we will be giving you all kinds of tips and tricks. We will be walking you through wreath making, seasonal wreaths, fall, Christmas wreaths, and you get a bonus tutorial as well. Now, the really great thing about this workshop is that you do not have to buy a thing if you do not want to buy it and participate in actually making the designs. You can actually just watch all of the tutorials. They are live tutorials. We're going to be with you live, like I said, twice a day on September 3rd and 4th. We'll be live with you in a private, exclusive group. But the replays you'll have access to forever. So if you can't make both, or you can only make one that day, or you can't make any at all, that's okay. You don't have to be on there live with us. You do not have to actually purchase the supplies and make the wreaths. We're going to be,
but you
can if you want to, absolutely. But it's not a requirement for this group. You can just, have fun with us, learn. We're going to be giving all kinds of tips, tricks. We're going to walk you step by step, showing you exactly what we do when we make our designer wreaths.
That's right. And close up and personal, a lot more than we can do here, so we're excited about that. And like Amanda said, you will get the supply list next week with everything that we're going to be making, and we're going to show you a few little hints, so you can buy the stuff if you choose to and make them with us,
right along with us.
But you certainly do not have to.
You don't have to, or
you will learn even if you don't make something, so you'll learn a lot.
So we're going to give you we're going to show you what we're working with next week, and we're going to show you what designs we're making. So, if you just want to make one of them and purchase the supplies and make those, that's fine. We'll give you a supply list for all of them. You can, purchase as many supplies, or you can purchase none at all. But that is going on September 3rd and 4th, just over 2 weeks away. And we're just excited.
And can I show them what we're going to be doing with the bonus? I will show you. We are using this with the bonus. That's going to be a little bonus that we're just throwing in there to show what we're going to do with that.
Yes.
And I love that, so I'm excited about that.
I am too, actually.
And this is one of the fall wreaths that we will be doing right here. And I love this because it's got a lot of bronze and those pretty colors for fall. So we've got, what we tried to do is we've got one of the wreaths that will be kind of traditional, fall, one that's going to be a little more whimsical fall, and then the same with Christmas. So we're going to have fun with it.
We are going to be fun. And I will put the link in the comments. I believe on YouTube it's already pinned in the comments. I've just put it in Facebook, so y'all go there. Now, it is, if you go ahead and register for the event, because we've been going through this allergic reaction we had, and this week's been crazy.
It has.
I have not been able to increase the price.
Yeah.
So I know we said last week was the last week to get the early bird pricing, but guess what?
Yeah, you can still get it.
You can still get it, because I just haven't been able to change it to the normal price. So if you go ahead and go on there now today, you can get that early bird pricing.
You sure
and
can.
I mean, it's an absolute steal. You are going to get so much information.
Yes, you really will.
You're going to have so much fun. We have an incredible community, and you do not want to miss the seasonal Splendor.
Yes, and let me show you these. These are just one of some of the stuff that, aren't those magnolias beautiful? And some of the little picks. We've just got all kinds of things. I'm excited about
Yeah,
this.
I'll show you a couple things in just a minute too that I'm really excited about because I'm just crazy about this color combination this year.
Yes.
But I'm going to answer some questions really quick. I'm going
Yes.
to read some really quick. So Tanya said, do y'all ever order wreath making supplies from Temu? Is that how you say it, Temu?
Temu. I think that is how. And no, we haven't. Have you? I'm interested if you have.
Now, we have not from there, but I will say we did actually try out the other, what is the other one? Shein, if that's how you pronounce it. I never know.
Somebody said that's how you pronounce it. I honestly have no idea.
And we were actually pretty impressed.
I was very
actually
impressed.
We ordered the we don't have any here, but we ordered the, what was it, the tulips? Wasn't it the tulips?
Yeah, I ordered all the tulips from there this year, and they were amazing.
The same.
Here they are.
Yeah, they're exactly the same as the Amazon ones for a fraction of a price.
So, we ordered those, and these are the Real Touch, so they're kind of rubbery, feeling, and they hold up very, very well. I was very impressed because I was a little skeptical about it, but I was very, very impressed.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Kelly, she said, hello, ladies. I'm normally a quiet watcher, but I have a question and a statement about Hobby Lobby and a product. So, yes, go ahead and tell us that, Kelly. I'm happy to hear that. Hey, Lori. Hey, guys. Welcome. Hey, Justin. We're so glad you're with us. Hey, Brandy.
Hey there.
Tanya, the cost is I believe it's $1997.
Yes. 1997.
So you cannot, you're just going to be blown away by how much you're going to learn and how much fun you're going to have.
You really are. And like she said, you will keep you'll be able to look at the replays from then forever. Mm-hmm. So, anytime you need to go back and look at something, you got it. Because we're going to be making specific things, but what we're going to teach can be carried over to other designs.
Universal tips.
Yes,
and
that
guys,
work.
Please go to our blog, gracemonroehome.com. I have so many blogs that if you're a wreath maker, if you're a designer, if you have any question about things, we probably will answer your question in some way on our website. There is so much information on there. I'm constantly, every single week, I add new helpful information about a lot of things, DIY related and family related, but also wreath making. So go check out our blog at gracemonroehome.com. If you
you just added something today.
I got a new one up today.
Very, very interesting. I found it very interesting.
Hey, Carrie on YouTube. Hey, Susan.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Hey, Marilyn.
Marilyn's from England. Yeah.
And Janice, we are just glad. And guys, I am sorry if I missed any of your questions. We're, of course, trying to see them all. But
yes.
And hey, Lori, she said, I am signed up for the workshop and can't wait until September.
Oh, we can't wait either.
Tanya,
that's given me something to look forward to because y'all know I'm a summer girl, so I usually am starting to get kind of, this time of year. But this time I'm excited because we've got that going. So y'all are helping me to be excited about fall.
Yeah, because this week has been a struggle with this allergic reaction.
It really has. I've never itched so bad in my entire life. I'm just going to tell you.
And so definitely we've had something to keep our mind off of it a little bit.
It has helped.
It has helped for sure. It's been a little bit.
My mother used to always say I was very hard-headed, and apparently I am because it took me getting this to read directions and find out stuff.
That's what my husband says all the time. You do not read directions.
And I don't.
Do you not read
directions?
That's
terrible, isn't it? Well, I will be reading them a little closer from now on.
Yes, Tanya, I think that it would be worth a try ordering from them. Hey.
Yes, just start. What I did, Tanya, when I ordered the tulips, I ordered just like the smallest amount that I could to start with, just to see if they were going to be nice. And they were. So, you know, maybe don't order a whole lot right at first. Just see if they're the quality that you're looking for. But I know I've never ordered from Temu, but my other daughter has. And just about everything she's gotten has been good. So,
well, she actually, it's funny you say that because we were just talking to her about that because she had ordered all of the supplies for Hudson, her son's birthday party, from there. And so a couple of the things she got, like one of the signs said happy instead of happy birthday.
Yeah.
And a couple things were not great, but overall, I mean, it was.
Yeah, and she saved a ton of money.
I mean, of course, as with anything, you know, people have their opinions on it.
Yes.
And, you know, that's up to you whether or not, you know, you want to order from there.
That's exactly right. We're just telling you what we know.
And CJ said, yes, I have bought from Temu. Some products are better than others. The issue is how they pack things so tightly, but similar to Amazon. And she did like the faux dried flowers, so that is...
Oh, well, good. That is good.
That is good to know. Oh, Kim is registered. If you're watching this and you are registered for the workshop, go ahead and put it in the comments so we know.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm coming. But I'm coming.
Kelly just said Hobby Lobby is no longer carrying the eucalyptus bush.
Do you know,
we were thinking
I was worried about that. I saw that they had put the picture on the website of something else. They called it the same thing, but they put the picture. So I ordered it the other day just to see, and they sent me the regular eucalyptus.
Okay.
So I don't know if, you know, if that's permanently gone, if that's why they've already gone ahead and changed and they just had some left. I don't know. But they did send me the right stuff the other day.
But just the picture was different, right?
Yeah, the picture. When I clicked on it to go order it, the picture was different. It was something else. I can't even remember now. Some herb or something. And so I thought, uh-oh, something's going on, you know. But I went ahead and ordered, you know, several of them. And like I said, they did come. So you might, I don't know if they're going to have them in the store. You know, I don't know anything, but they're crazy if they get rid of it. I'm going to tell you that.
We need to email somebody. We need to email the lady that we've talked to at Hobby Lobby and find out.
I need to.
Because that is going to be devastating.
It really is. Not just for us. I mean, we use it every day, but for others.
I can't imagine why they would do that.
I don't either when it's such a big seller. But I also know now that, like Michael's this past time, that they don't have the color right yet. When they get the color right, they'll have it. But all of their eucalyptus finally pushed up to the top, which is what we all need, you know. So, you know, maybe things are getting better. We've just got to hope for the best.
Okay, let's see. Kelly said she sent us an email, but I did not see it at info at our email. She said about an Amazon product. It's got 3 different sizes.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that. And I'm sorry. We were on vacation when I got it. I did see that. And those are adorable.
Would you consider ordering those and giving us some ideas?
I really would. They are really cute. They're like you're talking about the little umbrella looking wall hanging. They are adorable. They really are. And they got like 3 different sizes. As soon as I saw them, I thought they were so cute.
Let's see. Yes, and so if you guys ever email us and you do not get an answer in like a couple days, just email us back. We get so, especially on Facebook, it's very, very hard to keep up. It's much better
think she did it to
if you will email us at our info@gracemondroehome.com, because we do get a lot of incoming emails, and if for some reason that we do not answer you back, you know, if we just
keep on
do it again.
You know,
you're not bothering us, I promise.
Honestly, sometimes if like I'll see an email at night, like right before I go to bed, and forget about it the next. So please forgive me for that, and just keep emailing me until I answer you.
Let's see. So many of you guys on YouTube and on Facebook have said you've already registered for the workshop.
Yay!
So that is really exciting.
That is
Kelly,
exciting. I'm so excited.
Kelly asked, do you have the number for the eucalyptus? I do, but not right here on me. But I'll put it in the comments when we get done, because I actually have it saved.
Yes.
Because we always use that one.
Yes. And I can't get. I was looking for my phone, and it's got YouTube on it, so I can't look it up.
So Bill said she visited Hobby Lobby and they stopped. Actually, yeah, that's terrible. We're gonna have to
they want to see us all.
comparable.
We're going to all have to, you know, everybody show up at a Hobby Lobby near you
like,
one day and just scream or something. Yeah, we need our eucalyptus.
I will say, I was a little concerned about the, what was it, the sawgrass that we used from there, because I saw it in the clearance, and I'm a little concerned
I saw
that
in the clearance.
Phasing that out as well, which...
Why?
I would not.
Why Hobby Lobby? Please explain. Why would you get rid of something that is used by wreath makers all over the world? Really? Yeah. Seriously, why get rid of it?
Wreath makers everywhere.
We all use it.
Let me see.
I mean, I know how much we have bought. Just us. So I can imagine everybody.
Oh, I know it. A lot of people have used that. And,
yeah.
You know, we need to tag Hobby Lobby in here, so maybe...
We do.
Maybe they'll see
Somebody
it.
tag Hobby Lobby. Somebody tag Hobby Lobby.
So let's see. Paul is registered, and yeah, a lot of you. Denise, Susan.
Yay.
Good. And Marilyn said she has ordered flowers from Shein and Temu and was not disappointed. So that is
good to know. It really is.
Really,
I mean, you know, we're all needing to save money these days, and especially if you sell your wreaths and designs, so it helps, you know, if you can find things cheaper. Wonder if we can find a eucalyptus somewhere.
Yeah, we'll look, Kelly. I'm gonna email somebody and find that out. I mean, and if they have discontinued it, fine. But I want somebody to tell me
me for sure that it's no longer. Yeah, we're.
Yes. The she said I did not get in on the first of this, but I bought the boxwood and berry bush about 3 weeks ago. Is that the bush you're talking about? It is. Tracy, yeah, it is. The boxwood and berries. That's what it is. No.
It's called the beechwood.
Beechwood
and something.
Beechwood, and I had the tag over here, but like I said,
let me go. I'll be right back. I think I got one right here.
I think it was like beechwood and berries. Yeah, Tanya, I would just give it a try. I mean, I wouldn't spend a ton of money on something, but you know, I try like a small quantity and just, you know, see.
Okay, the number is,
what do they call it?
Let's see. It's, they don't have it on here,
they don't.
but it's the number on the back. Try this number, 402198. It could be this number too. I never know if it's the front one or the back. I'll put the link
in the comments when we get done.
Yeah, try that number, 402198. And it's it's this one that's, you know, got the little top that I love so much.
It's the best. I'm going to be really sad.
I am. Y'all just don't know. We've literally used this from day one.
Yeah.
Day one of starting in 2007 making wreaths. Mm-hmm. This is what I've used.
Yeah. And so if you are new to us, let us know in the comments. Just type new in the comments. I will kind of give you a backstory on us. Most of you already know, but we are mother and daughter designers. We started making and selling our wreaths in 2007. So we've been doing this a long time. Sometimes I can't even believe it.
I can't even believe it either.
Kind of the nature of online selling has changed a lot over the last, 17 years now? So when we started, of course, it was new. I mean, you know, there were no like tutorials.
No, nobody.
I remember a couple that are still around now, like Ladybug wreaths. I don't know if you guys,
Nancy Ladybug.
I remember her from back then. A couple that were from that time that are still making wreaths, but there weren't just tutorials. You couldn't just go on YouTube and just watch people make wreaths or go on Facebook or whatever. That was not the thing. So we kind of had to learn,
trial and error,
really. Not only just the making the wreaths, but we knew if we were going to do this. I mean, it does cost money to make wreaths. I mean, anything beautiful that you're going to create with faux florals and accents and stuff is going to cost money. So we knew we were going to we wanted to sell those. We wanted to make that money. At first it kind of started as a hobby, and then it progressed.
And once my house filled up with stuff and I had nowhere to sit anymore, we finally had to say, so something's got to go. We got to do something.
So, we kind of just dove into the world of online selling. And
that was this one. So she's the one
really
that did that.
Is a very, very huge passion for me. I love selling online. I love teaching people how to sell online. It is just it just is a passion for me. I mean, it's literally changed our lives. I was able to, essentially retire from corporate America at, you know, in my early 20s.
Yes.
You know, and this has been my job since you know, like 2010.
Yep.
Since we, you know, we decided that was going to be like no more hobby. We were going to do that full time. And so, you know, it's changed our lives. And
it really has.
For us to be able to share, you know, this passion of ours, both making beautiful things for our home and beautiful things for others, but also teaching, you know, people. You know, we have women and you know, men in our group as well, primarily women, but teaching people how to, you know, take something that they have created out of love and hard work and with their hands, and, you know, turn it into a business, a profitable business.
Yes.
That is something that just really means a lot to us, and we're so happy that we have the opportunity to help others. And so, yes, that's kind of like our backstory. You can tell how you even got into, because she started making the wreaths. I came in honestly, I came in more of, okay, you know, people are buying and they want more and more and more.
Yes.
So I guess I better jump in and
she really did. I had to teach her in a hurry, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, we really did. It's like all of a sudden we got sales. We had been selling on our website, you know, because Amanda immediately, she went to work making us a website and all of this. And the first one, I remember having to call. Do you remember? I'd have to call. It was a Yahoo store that we had, the very, very first thing.
Well, I want to back just a little bit. Before we started our own website, we started on Etsy.
Yeah, no, eBay.
No, eBay.
Gosh, we started on
eBay.
That was way before anybody had heard of Etsy.
eBay. So back up to real quick, before you start talking about like the selling them, tell them the story, if you can, of how you were kind of pushed into wreath making. Or
if I can, I don't know if I can without crying. That's hard. My dad, who was the most important, you know, man in my life, other than my husband, of course. He found out he had a brain tumor. Well, we knew it was malignant.
Glioblastoma.
Yeah, and so
it's very, very rare.
I was looking for something to keep myself busy, basically, just so that I could keep my mind, because I was going nuts, and that's just the honest truth. Mm-hmm. And so I just started making things, you know, making arrangements. I honestly believe that God gave that to me. I really do, because I needed something, you know, to help, and it did. And like I said, my house filled up until we started. Amanda, now do you remember? We even put everything in the car and started going to furniture stores in around, you know, within, I don't know, 100 miles maybe, and selling stuff to them, because I had filled up my house with this stuff, you know.
Wreaths and arrangements.
Wreaths and arrangements, and that's what we did, and they bought them, and they would ask for more, you know, and so that kind of is how we started. And then I started looking on eBay, and that was about the time that Daddy died, was in 2007.
Well, he died in 2008.
Yeah. My mind gets crazy. Yes. But it was right about in that time that I happened to see, I don't even remember what I was looking for at eBay, and I saw a wreath, and I thought, oh, people are it was Mardi Gras, and they were putting Mardi Gras wreaths on. You remember? And I said, I've never thought about making a Mardi Gras wreath. Those look like fun. And I made it. And Amanda said, well, why don't you just put it on there and see if you can sell? I knew nothing about taking pictures, nothing about it, but I did it, and it sold immediately. And so from then on, that was what we did until Amanda got our website.
And, you know, so kind of, I think,
so yeah,
that not only is this a business for us, but it's therapy. It's life. You know,
really,
we've been able to do this, you know, as family. So
yes,
it's just my kids have grown up, you know,
knowing it, and they love it. Yeah, they love it, and it really is, and it, you know, like I said, I believe God gave it to me when He knew I needed it.
Mm-hmm. I think so too, and it has been a blessing. So I hope that, you know, that you guys watch Flower Friday and our YouTube videos and our Design with the Pros Club, and you know, I hope that you're inspired.
Yes.
I hope that it inspires you to, if it's not wreath making, anything, you know, just find something, find a passion, and, you know, just use it as an outlet for inspiration and for joy.
Yeah, you really, we all need that. We all need something that gives us that joy and that calms our minds, and
I agree.
That's kind of what it does.
Yeah. All right, let me see if
I didn't know she was going to throw that
sorry,
at me today.
I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know it.
But I know that maybe somebody can.
Yeah. In fact, one of my customers, I had put my story on eBay on one of the wreaths that I made, right at the beginning, and basically asking for prayer, for my dad too. And the lady that bought it, I will never forget. And I thought, this is how God works. He's so amazing, because this lady had just spent a year with her best friend who had died of the same thing that Daddy had. Wow. And she happened to read my story and bought my wreath, because we had that in common. And I just thought that was amazing, the way that worked out.
Yeah, but that's powerful, and that you have that connection.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's see here. Do you have any questions?
Yep.
Brandy said she hasn't been able to find the sawgrass in over a year. Oh, man.
Oh, gosh. And Paula said she's registered. Yay.
Hey, Kaylin, yes.
Susan's registered.
In Design with the Pros Club, I do have some business trainings, or I do a business training every single month in there. So if those of you who are watching, maybe some of you are in Design with the Pros Club, and if you're not, and you're interested in making and selling, we do encourage you and invite you to join us in Design with the Pros Club. I teach a business training every single month in there. Every single month. And some people sell, some people don't. It's totally.
Yeah, some are in there just learning to make wreaths for themselves, and then we've got some that haven't even ever made a wreath. They just love being in there. So, we've got all kinds.
We do have something coming very soon, though, and we will probably be announcing it in probably the next 3 weeks. Those of you who sell your wreaths or are thinking about selling wreaths or need help with selling wreaths, you're going to love it. But I'm not going to tell anything else.
Yes, you really are.
I'm not going to tell anything else.
You really are, and it's going to be very comprehensive and very good.
But y'all just, be on the lookout for something.
Paula, that is so sweet. Thank you.
Tanya said she recently lost her daddy too, and her heart is beyond broken. She misses being his little girl. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I know. I don't know. It's just, I don't think there's anything that can prepare you for that. Especially if you were daddy's girl.
What is the secret to finding the right customers? Donna, that is the $1 million question for people in sales. It does not matter what you're selling, whether it's wreaths or bubble gum. You have to find your ideal customer. And I do talk a lot about that in Design with the Pros Club. I have specific trainings on finding your ideal customer, because they're not usually just going to come to you. I mean, you do have to go and find that customer. And part of finding that customer is knowing what it is that you sell and who it is that you want to sell to. So for me, for us, for our business, I sat down and I listed out everything that I wanted our ideal customer to be.
Yeah.
From maybe, it's a female who is between the ages of, 30 and 65, who has, 2.5 children and makes X amount of money per year, or maybe she's retired or, married. And I literally wrote down what I call an avatar of our ideal customer, because that way, then I knew how to communicate with that customer.
Mm-hmm.
So once you know how to communicate with that customer, in your descriptions, in your keywords, in your titles, in your listings, then you're going to start attracting that customer. So a little bit of time needs to go in. Well, a lot of time really needs to go into that. So you really need to sit down and think, okay, who am I selling to? What type of wreaths or designs or, whatever it is that you're selling? Are they more appropriate for people who shop at Walmart or Target? Or are they more appropriate for people who shop at Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom? I mean, you really need to think about that. And then,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Because there's a market for all of it, and for everyone.
There's buyers for everything. Yeah. You just have to know to target the right people with the right way you verbalize things and that kind of thing. It's a lot. Even the kind of florals that you use and all of that can be targeting that person, that one.
Yes.
You have to kind of bring them down to one person.
Yes.
And kind of visualize that one person buying and seeing your stuff.
And the thing is, okay, you know, you can branch out some eventually, but you want to be very specific to start out with.
Yes.
You want to be specific because it's going to help you. It's going to help your customer know, okay, this is what they sell and I'm a good fit for that. And it's going to help you know how to communicate with that customer so that you can use the language that would, you know, attract that customer so that you can show the photos that that customer would be interested in seeing.
Yes.
I mean, it's very, very helpful. And finding your ideal customer, it is the, you know, it's the thing that every single person who sells anything, whether it's, you know, online or, you know, in a store, it doesn't matter. It's what they have to know to be successful. You have to be able to market to that person in a way that they are attracted to you and they feel confident in buying from you.
And see, people tend to just throw things at the wall and just hope something sticks. And you can't do that with sales. I mean, you know, you've got to know who you're selling to. And like Amanda said, it could be it doesn't really matter who it is, as long as you are targeting that person. Everything that you do targets that person. Every listing talks like that person would understand and put in the search if they were searching something. How would somebody like them put, you know, I mean, you've got to know that person backwards and forwards, you know, so that you know exactly how to put everything. Like I said, even to the florals that you use, you know, and that kind of thing.
It is. And, you know, I say to our Design with Pros Club students, you know, you almost want to know them better than they know themselves.
Yes.
Think about you and think about the people that market to you and the ads you see and the things you buy. They know you. They know what it is to say to get you to buy that product. They know what you're going to be interested in. They know how to talk to you because they've done their research on what their ideal customer is.
Yes.
And it's no different. You know, yes, we make these things by hand, but still, if we want people to buy them, we have to market to them. We have to sell it to them, and we have to give them what it is that they want.
Yep.
So, yes, and that's kind of, you know, like I said, that's something that we really dive into more in Design with the Pros Club. So if you are selling and you're not in the club, I would encourage you to definitely join us. And if you are in the club and you have not seen those tutorials, then send me a quick message and I can send you the link to those. Or, you know, you can look in the search bar and find them as well.
Yeah, I can't remember if I said Carrie she joined Seasonal Splendor. Yay, Carrie.
Okay, yes, and somebody else was asking for that link, so let me see if I can get on.
Okay. And Bernice, it's $19.97 in case I can't remember if we answered you where you asked how much it was.
I know I was talking and I probably missed a lot of your comments and questions, and I'm sorry. But when I start talking about something I'm passionate about,
she is passionate about the wholesale thing. She has taught me so much, and believe me, I'm gonna tell you, you get to a certain age and you tend to dig your heels in and say, I'm not doing it that way. That's not the way I want to do it. Blah blah blah. And she's had to struggle with her mama sometimes. I'm just going to be honest, but she's always right about it. She really is, and she knows what she's talking about. And the thing is, because we have been doing it for so long, like we've seen the change. Guys, what works today may not work tomorrow. It may not work. You got to be willing to change. It may be different than it was 2 months ago. So one of the things is constantly learning. And so I am constantly learning so that I can give our students better, more up-to-date information because it is ever changing. It's not, you can't go about things the same way that you could, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, back when we started. I mean, things have changed. And so you kind of have to be willing to change with it. Let's see, Lori, you are not too late to register. So no.
Good. Diane said, I have to say, with all I do, Amanda and Sherry are the sweetest people and have helped me a lot.
Oh.
You do such beautiful work and inspire me as well. Oh, thank you. And they show and teach us with beauty. Thank you all for what you do. Well, thank you, Diane. And let me just say, I wish I had it here, but Diane sent us the most beautiful paintings that she created. I'm going to have to bring them and show you guys.
Yes, they are gorgeous. I
Diane.
love mine, and I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got them framed yet, but I cannot wait because they're going on my wall, and I'm excited about that. They were beautiful.
Lenora said, I've been making wreaths for 4 years and have enough product to open a store, but have not been able to sell but maybe 4 wreaths on Etsy. I've taken so many classes from designers and nothing. I'm going to de-stash. Well, I hate to hear that, Lenora. If you want to send us an email at info@gracemonroehome.com, I would be happy to look at your shop and see if there is something in there that just stands out to me that maybe you could, do to change that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to take a look at
Yeah, because we hate, if it's something that you love, I hate for you to give it up. But I understand that you get frustrated.
Yeah.
It does get frustrating, and I understand that. But yes, send us a message and let Amanda look at it.
And listen, here's the thing too. It's like with us, one thing about business, and I say this often if you hear me talk about it, business is like this. Okay?
It is.
It's like this. It's never not going to be like this. It's never going to be like this. You're just riding high and everything's perfect and people are just buying everything you want. There will be times in your business, and I'm giving you a hard truth here, but it's one that, we had to learn.
With love, yeah, you have to learn.
There will be times in your business where you will feel like you are practically trying to give things away and nobody wants it.
Yeah.
And that's just part of business. But you hang in there on that ride, because just as soon as you get down there, all of a sudden you'll just start selling.
It's the truth. It is the honest truth. Anytime that there's been any lulls and everything, we just have to get to the other side. Mm-hmm. And it's okay.
And it is frustrating at the time. Trust me, I know. I mean, we've been doing it for 17 years now. It's frustrating. But you hang in there and you will see the reward on the other end. I promise.
Yes, we always
have. The people that are successful are the ones that just keep on trucking.
That's right.
Keep on trucking. Listen, if something's not selling, guess what you do? You change it. You do something else.
Yes.
If your wreaths aren't selling, you start making
something different.
You start making bows, selling them for $19 a pop. Whatever. This is how we have always done. If something wasn't working, we tweaked it, we changed it, we
added something.
Mm-hmm.
We did something else because we knew this was our business.
Yeah. So,
and I heard somebody when we first started, and it made so much sense to me that they said that if you treat your business as a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a true business, it's going to pay you like a business. Yeah. And you just kind of have to look at it that way. And all businesses go through lulls. They all do.
Yeah, and if you've had your shop open for 4 years, Lenore. I think you said 4 years and you've sold 4 things, then there's something that's stopping people from buying. And I would be happy to take a look and give you some suggestions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lori said, you're absolutely right. Things that I thought would never sell, they buy them. So just because I didn't care for them, other people like them. Yes.
Same here.
And I'm going to tell you something too. And I think for me, it's a little bit different than it is for you. My mama is very personal about what she makes. Okay. It's
I am. They're my babies.
Like they're her heart.
Yes.
So to her, it's kind of like if somebody doesn't like it,
it hurts me. Yes, it hurts my feelings.
Me, I think because I love so much the business side that for me, it's like it doesn't hurt my feelings because I realize I just haven't found the right person.
Right. And so I'm like, well, why don't they like it? What is wrong with it?
So that is something that we kind of had to work through in our own business.
Yep.
Because I would be like, well, we need to change something. You're like, but this is, okay, then we need to take another approach. Mm-hmm. So if we're dead set on doing something one way, then we have to figure out, okay, that's a different person that we're marketing to. We have to find that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because the person that we already have, they're not interested in that. They're interested in this over here.
Yeah.
So, honestly, it's just all learning and knowing your customers and knowing what they want and just constantly be willing to change and grow
to roll.
And to kind of roll with the punches.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, but you're right, Lori. Like some things you think, gosh, I know we've done that before. Like we will have something and I'll think, honestly, I'll be like, that is not very cute.
Yeah.
And we will sell like 100 of those things.
Yes, it's the truth. It is the truth. And you just wonder why, and but people love them, so that's okay. Yeah. So that just shows everybody has different tastes.
Yeah. And they do. And it's the truth. It may not always be yours as a designer.
Right.
So at sometimes you have to separate, and that's what I was kind of referring to a little bit earlier. You have to separate that designer self from the business.
Yes, you do.
And that can be a little tricky.
That's
I think
hard.
especially for us women, because we are so invested emotionally in what we create with our hands, which is a good thing. It's a good thing too, but it does make that tricky.
It does.
You know,
it does. She's right, because I can't tell you how many times I've just so excitedly shown her something, and she's like, well, that's cute. And she knows I hate that word. She knows.
If y'all want to get under her skin,
tell me something's cute, because I can't stand that. And I'll
I don't know why she cannot stand that word.
I don't either, but I always know when she says it's cute, I got to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, because it's not that cute.
Tracy says she's looking forward to getting into her home and making some major changes.
Tracy, I can't wait to see it.
Let's see.
They are building.
Yes, Paula, bottom line, you've got to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
And you can't let the first rejection or the first
10.
Somebody may give you a 1-star review and be like, that's this terrible. You got to keep going. You got to put your blinders on, not let it affect you. And I know it is hard.
It is hard.
But you've got to believe in yourself to know that, well, that just wasn't that wasn't my ideal customer. They weren't the right ones for me. So let me regroup.
Yep.
If I've done all that I can do to make that customer happy and they're still not happy, all right, they're not the right ones for me.
Yeah. Because you're going to have those.
And believe in yourself. You're right.
Yes.
Carrie just signed up for the seasonal Splendor.
Yeah. Yay, Carrie.
All right. Oh, well, you're not the only one. Tanya says she hates, I don't know if it's Tanya or Tanya, I'm sorry. I'm probably mispronouncing it.
So you're
Tanya,
like I
probably.
am. Yeah.
She hates people saying that her work is cute.
Oh, I do too.
I'm not bothered by the word
I don't
cute.
know
I tell people stuff is cute all the time. I'm not bothered by it.
I don't know why. It just
And
irritates me.
Cute,
especially if I've spent, half a day making something and trying to work at it, and they say, oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm like, cute?
No. I'm not bothered.
So she knows. Once in a while, she'll forget and say, "Oh, that's cute," and I just kind of give her that glare. But
yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not so bothered by it.
I don't know why it bothers me. I really don't, but I don't like it.
We need to do like a poll, like who's bothered by it as
who's
a designer,
bothered?
who's not.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I see any more. I don't know, guys. I may have missed some questions.
I hope we haven't missed any.
But if we do, and we will come back. So even if you're, didn't think of a question, while we're live or you're watching the replay or whatever, we are happy to answer those later.
Yes,
we'll
so put it in the comments. We'll come through and look. That's right.
Randy said it doesn't bother me as bad if it's like total whimsy, but anything else I'm gonna
yes. Now I'd be okay with that, if it's something completely, but yeah.
Okay, real quick, I want to show y'all just a couple of the little accents that we're going to be using in some of the designs for the seasonal Splendor.
Yeah.
I am just, gosh, maybe I'm the only one, but I just love this hot pink and orange combination for fall. Usually I'm a traditional fall girl, which we are doing our traditional fall wreath as well. But we're also going to be doing a fun, whimsical one with hot pink and orange. And look,
and look at
the ribbon. I am obsessed with this ribbon.
And this is going to be completely fall, so I'm excited about that.
So we got that. That's a little peek. We're going to be doing
I showed
a real
you the traditional. We're doing the traditional with the berries and the magnolias and the pine stems, all kinds of those. Heck, I might use my little eucalyptus since it's sitting here.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
We can't find any more of it,
I love that. This one's one of my favorite for small stems, and that's so cute. I love that. So we've got a bunch of different ones that we're going to be using for that, and then we've got a swag we're going to be doing,
and
we're using peppermints. So that's going to be fun.
Yes. Okay, so yes, we're doing red and white peppermint theme, which is my favorite Christmas theme to do. I love peppermints.
They are so much fun.
So we're going to be using the big lollipops.
Yes. And got
some
swags that we're going to do those with.
So You guys do not want to miss out on the Seasonal Splendor virtual workshop. And we're going to be live like this with you guys. Those in the group, we're going to be going live in a private Facebook group. We're going to be kind of doing like this, where we're going to talk to you. We're going to answer your questions.
Yes.
We're not going to really rush through it. We're going to talk to you and explain what we're doing and help you get confident in making your own creations. And I know some of you, you already make gorgeous creations.
Yes,
and that's wonderful. Maybe we'll give you kind of a new take on something, or a new idea, or just have fun with us.
Yep.
Because there's that too.
There is that too.
Yes, Tanya, I will take a look at your shop. Just send me the link at our website at info@gracemonroehome.com. It'll probably be a few days, but don't give up on me. I will send you back, and I'll just take a look at it because I'm happy to do that. Yes, the ribbon.
Oh, love it. Isn't that, I just loved it.
I'll show you that again. Isn't that pretty? I'm not going to open it yet, but it's really pretty. Lori says, my problem is follow through. I doubt myself.
I think that's a number one trait that all designers do. Anybody that makes things, you have moments of doubt. We all do. But, just get to the other side. Just keep going. And it helps to have somebody supportive. That's what Amanda and I like to do for each other, and we like to do that for our Design with the Pros Club members. We're there to kind of be that person that kind of gets them over that little hump.
Yeah, and confidence. And self-doubt.
It's normal.
It is normal. We all feel like that. Even now, like I'll be like, well, I don't feel comfortable with this, or I don't feel confident in this. And a lot of it is you just kind of have to jump in scared.
That's
really,
what's our motto.
I tell my kids that too. Just do it scared.
Do it scared. Do it afraid.
Just jump in. So many of you will email me about your, well, I really want to open an Etsy shop, or I really want to start my own website, but I'm just scared. I'm nervous. Nobody will like what I have to offer, or, nobody will buy. Well, you know what? Do it scared, because you will not know if you don't try.
You won't.
You won't know. Now, I will say, and this is just a free little piece of advice, that if you're going to have a business of any sort, the number one thing to success is going to be consistency. Okay, you can't post just once a month and expect people to find you and buy your products. You can't just put up a listing once every 3-4 weeks and expect that people are going to be excited about what you have to offer. Consistency. If you're going to have a business and you're going to be successful at it, you're going to have to make up your mind to be consistent and to work on that business, daily. Do something to kind of take a step forward every single day and be consistent, because that is going to be the key to success in anything that you do, really.
It really is. You think about these big companies like Nike or any of those, and when they come out with a new product, you find that product everywhere. You see it. They don't just put it out one time and then 3 weeks later say, well, let me show you this. They market it, and that's you have to market yourself and your product just the same way. It may be on a smaller scale, but you still have to do that.
Let's see. Oh, Tanya registered. She says, I get such a good vibe from y'all. I can't help but feel like y'all may be the answer to my prayers. Oh,
I hope we are.
Yeah. And we're I
believe we can help.
And we're willing to help in any way that we can.
Yes, we are.
Let's see. Danae said, do you also use other ways of selling your work by doing it through TikTok and Instagram as well, and how often? We're pretty much on just about every outlet.
Yeah.
But when I have people come to me and they say, well, I want to start a business, or I want to get my name out there or my product out there, I say, well, in my opinion, you should focus on 1 to 2 outlets first. Okay, so really get good with 1 or 2 things, whether it's Facebook and Etsy, or Pinterest and Facebook, or whatever. Really focus on 1 to 2 outlets first. Get really good with those, get confident in those, and then start branching out. So we don't sell product, I guess, on TikTok, but we are on TikTok, and I will be honest, I am not as consistent on that outlet as others, because I have found that our ideal customer is not always on TikTok. So I have put our focus a little bit more on Facebook, a little bit more on Instagram, where
Pinterest.
more in Pinterest, where more of our ideal customer is. But yes, I mean we're on all of those, and Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, we receive a lot of traffic, and I've talked about this in some trainings as well. Pinterest
that gets most of our traffic comes from Pinterest.
So a lot of our sales and traffic come from Pinterest. Now we do not sell directly on Pinterest, but we funnel them to our site where they
to
purchase.
Our website.
And we've always been the type, like, we sell from our website. Okay, if you're buying from us, you're going to buy from our website. And now we've been on eBay, we've been on Etsy, we've done all the things, and I can help you with all of those. We've done Amazon handmade, we've done all those. Okay, but for us at this point in our business, we sell from our website. So people know if they're buying from our website, they're buying from us.
Yes, and we try to, because people can start pretending like they're you. And that's why we put that message out there. If you're not on our website, you are not on us. So you're getting it from somebody else. So actually selling through those, now yes, we have done those things, like selling on Facebook and things like that. But we use those. We use Facebook. We use TikTok. We use Instagram. We use Pinterest. We use those to create an audience, create a community, and then funnel them into and buy from our website. So that's kind of how we utilize those outlets. I hope that is helpful, and I hope that's what you were asking, Danae, and I hope that's helpful. If not, let me know. Hey Kim, we're so glad you're here with us. You can go back and watch the replay since you're just hopping on with us. Yeah. Is that everybody?
I think so.
And Paula said you got to believe in yourself, and that is the truth.
That is the number one thing. Believe in yourself and don't give up.
Don't give up, even when it's hard. That's right.
And it is sometimes.
And even if you're afraid, do it scared. Do it scared.
Yeah. And there are times when, you do want to give. I mean, there are times when we want to give up. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's always.
It's just part of it. It's part of business.
It is.
But the people that,
but then you remember how much you love it.
Your
again,
joy, your passion, and, just keep trucking. Just keep pushing forward, because I promise at the other end of that little dip, you will start to come up again.
Yes, you really do.
That little valley, you'll start to go up.
You do.
Well, you guys are welcome. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. This has been fun. We probably need to do this more often. I know you guys ask us to do it more often. So I guess maybe we had that allergic reaction for a reason.
Maybe that was it. Maybe we were supposed to do this and we weren't listening when when we should have been listening more. So but yes, we will definitely have to do this more often.
Yeah, because this has been fun. I like just talking to you guys.
I do too. So, and if you haven't registered for the workshop, y'all go do that. And we're going to have fun.
We are. And I want to clarify again, because I know some of you were confused and you're like, well, I don't live close to you. This is a virtual workshop. Yes. This is online. So we'll give you
be talking like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like we are here. We're going to be talking. It's going to be online, so you can do it from the comfort of your home in your jammies.
That's right.
With your cup of coffee or whatever, or whatever you want to do it in. I don't care.
Don't matter to us.
Don't matter to me.
Yeah.
But get comfy. This is just a virtual workshop, so you don't have to worry about being close by. We're in Alabama.
Yeah.
But you can be anywhere in the world.
That's right.
Yeah. And, you don't have to buy supplies. You can if you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah, we're going to get next week. We'll have the supply list for all of the ones that we're going to do so that you can order if you need to in time and that kind of stuff.
Lori said her new saying is, do it scared.
That's right. That's what we have told ourselves from the beginning, because there was a lot of scared days for us starting out. There always is.
Like, still, like this thing that we have coming out very soon that I'm not gonna, I mean, there's always exciting fear. Anytime you present, people with something and you're not sure how they're going to take it or if they're going to like it or whatever. I mean,
and you've worked hard on it.
I mean, that's just a part of it. So yes, good motto. Do it scared.
Do it scared. That's what we've done that since they were little girls. I would say, Just do it scared. Just do it.
Yeah. And I have 2 girls and a boy, but my 2 girls, I have one that will just she'll do anything.
Yeah, she's not afraid.
And then I have another one that I literally have to tell her that probably daily. Okay, just do it scared.
Yeah.
Just do it scared.
Because everybody's different.
Because everybody's different. And, but if you're going to accomplish great things in life, I believe you just kind of have to.
You got to do it scared.
Because usually, in my experience, the great things are right beyond that fear.
They really are.
Right on the other side.
It's the truth. I think that is exactly the truth. So you have to be able to step on and do it.
Yeah. Tanya, we're excited to have you with us in the workshop.
Yes, we
CJ,
are.
We are excited to have you. All of you guys, thank y'all.
Yay.
And those of you who are watching us on YouTube, we're glad that we finally figured out how to go live on YouTube.
Yes, it took us a while, but we finally, sometimes it takes us a little while, but we figured it out.
We did not give up.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
So we're glad you guys could join us there as well. And if you're new to us, welcome. We are live every Friday at 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time for Flower Friday Live. So maybe join us next week live if you're not able to.
Because you honestly,
this week.
Yeah, you never know what we're going to be making, but it'll be something with flowers.
Usually.
Something
fun for sure.
Yes. 99% of the time it'll have some kind of flower involved in it. Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we thank y'all so much for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We look forward to seeing you in the workshop.
Yes, we do.
And y'all be sure to check out our blog at gracemonroehome.com. We have all kinds of DIY tutorials, all kinds of inspiration. We even kind of have family inspiration.
Yes, all
our
kinds
blog.
of things.
We just want you to be able to go there and just
enjoy
and have fun and feel good and all the things.
Yep.
So go check that out too.
That's right.
Y'all have a good weekend, and we will see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.